A little bit longer now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. 6-1 Boston. 9th inning of game 6. Koji ready. He turns on the rubber. The 2-2 home. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The 2013 Red Sox are the world champions and Boston strong. Bedlam at Fenway Park as the Red Sox clinch the World Series at Fenway for the first time in 95 years.
Outfield shortening up now with a tying run at second. The pitch. Breaking ball hit in the air to left center field. Span of the run. On the run way back. He does. He caught it. He caught it. It's a diving spectacular catch to end the game. Unbelievable. Denard Span has done it again. He saves the night. What a play to end the game. Skidding on the grass. Shy of the warning track. Sliding on his back. Onto the track. And bang, zoom, a Curly W's in the books.
We've got the start of this one coming your way in moments from Progressive Field. It'll be the Tigers and the Indians. Next. Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Indians, Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Detroit Tigers and the Central leading Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you for this AL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our 2 starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers, as their order will read like this. And there's a look at the starter this lineup will match up against as you take a look at his line on the right side of your screen. Austin Jackson makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And we are underway now from Cleveland as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1.
First pitch, 7:06.
1-1. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. Sliced down the line at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. So Jackson set down to start things out, and with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Jose Iglesias will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line. First pitch coming. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. One out, nobody on. In there, strike 2.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And a fastball here is swung on and lifted in the air to left. Rayburn is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball.
Miguel Cabrera will dig in now, and as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play. Now here's the first pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
And this is going to be important against a team like this. You can't let them get into too many hitters counts because they'll tear you apart.
And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Ready with another 0-2. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. It's the Tigers nothing. Tribe coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Indians here. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. And a quick look now at the defensive alignment behind him for Detroit. Standing in as the leadoff man, Michael Bourne, as he'll get things started in the home half of the first. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
Out of play off to the right. Now the 2-2 pitch. And he fights this one off to stay alive. And this will be fouled away. Now he goes the other way with the fastball, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And the bottom of the first will start with a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
And a good swing right there gets him the first run of the ball game here in the bottom of the first. And we always talk about the importance of getting off to a fast start, so you can be sure they're pretty happy about this one.
Jason Kipnis will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Fastball in there for a called strike. That last home run estimated at 399 feet. No outs, nobody on. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And this is how he's just going to mess with your mind up there. You wind up taking the pitches that are in the strike zone, and then you chase after the ones that are nowhere close. You know what? That is good pitching.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 0-2 home. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Carlos Santana will stride forward now, and one would imagine he'll be pitched to very carefully as he's coming off a 3-home-run ball game a night ago. First offering on the way. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting fourth, right fielder,
Brandon Moss will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Jackson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Victor Martinez will stand in for the first time now, and he'll do so as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
Victor Martinez.
First pitch to him. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
And that fastball is definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, most scouts rate players' attributes on a 20 to 80 scale, with 80 being considered elite. I'll tell you what, that's an 80 fastball. I don't mean miles per hour. He is bringing it, folks.
Torii Hunter will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Now the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sounds sharp, too.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Now a swing by Hunter as he rolls over one and sends it out to shortstop. Throw to first, retires Hunter, and that's the second out of the inning. Alex Avila will dig in now, currently 9th in the AL in hitting entering play. Now here's the first pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Comes back with a fastball again as he's in control. 0-2.
This is the trouble when you're facing a guy like this. You get into a hole, and now you don't know what to look for. He's got 4 pitches he could turn to here.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still trail 1-0. Nick Swisher will stand in now, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
Designated hitter, Nick Swisher.
Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. On a swing and a miss that time by Swisher, and there's your first out of the inning.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Brett Hayes will dig in now, and he's probably been the toughest out on the ball club of late as you see the sizzling numbers there in these last 9 games. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Hooking just foul by a matter of inches that time. And this is going to be a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-2. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Late swing here as this is pushed softly over toward the right side. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first.
Never an easy play right there. Just trying to hit your pitcher in stride when you know it's going to be a close play at the bag. And this time the flip comes up just a little too late, and that's an infield single.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Swing and a shot toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center.
You make a mistake up to this guy, he's going to make you pay. This pitch is belt high, and he just jumps all over it and drives it into the alley to put runners on second and third now.
Ryan Rayburn will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Let's go, Indians! Here we go, Indians!
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Runners are at second and third with one down.
What do you see now, Indians?
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game. And he is in there.
Yeah, he squared that one up pretty good. No chance to run this one down as you see it one hop the wall out there, and he'll ease his way into second with a 2-run double.
Zach Walters will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak.
Here we go, guys!
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 1 out and a runner on second base. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. On to first, and there were 2 down. Michael Bourne will stand in to try to duplicate his first at-bat where he homered to open the inning. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
You get a good look right there. Already 33 pitches now through an inning and 2/3. That's an awfully high number this early.
Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. Jackson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Indians on top, 3-0. Andy Dirks will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
First pitch coming. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd, the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
So 1 away now, and here's Ian Kinsler. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And the Tigers are into the hit column now. That's their first hit of the contest. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Steve Lombardozzi will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Now a swing and a ball hit high in the air into shallow left center. And a long run, but he gets there, and that's good range in the outfield as there are 2 gone.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Austin Jackson will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. One left for Detroit. They trail it here 3-0. Jason Kipnis makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Jason Kipnis.
He took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Cabrera is there to make the catch, and it's 1 pitch, 1 gone here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. Now, you'll take that every time.
Carlos Santana will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing, and Santana hits this one high in the air out to deep left field. And he's turned an 0-2 count into a home run. Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. Number 14 on the season. As the Indians continue to pull away, it's now 4-0.
This guy's got to be at the point where he's thinking, do we really need to play another team after this? I mean, this is now 4 home runs for him in the series. You talk about a guy that looks comfortable up there, he's just having his way with the entire pitching staff.
Brandon Moss will try it again. He flew out his first time.
Right fielder, Brandon Moss.
And here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. Fouled back. Here comes the pitch to Moss. Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Kinsler at second base. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a slider that swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Dirks is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Indians pick up 1 thanks to this at-bat from Carlos Santana. We played 3 full, and the Indians have taken a 4-0 lead. Jose Iglesias will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Jose Iglesias.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Moss is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Miguel Cabrera will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
And you'd think for as hot as this guy's been over the last few games, they might be treading carefully. They're coming right after him, and now they've got him in an 0-2 hole.
Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. I mean, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Victor Martinez will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time.
Getting out here.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
You're nothing.
And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Brett Hayes will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. Swing and a line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. That's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Swing and a tapper out in front. One there. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Now batting, left fielder, Ryan
Ryan
Rayburn.
Rayburn will try to pick up where he left off. He doubled home a couple his first time around. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Jackson retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Torrey Hunter will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Right fielder, Torrey Hunter.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike two.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
And Torrey able to lay off that one. It's 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Now a swing and a miss, and Torrey set down for the first out of the inning. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Alex Avila will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. And a fastball just misses for ball one.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Pitch on its way to Avila. And this is fouled back and out of play. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see, he's right up there, fourth in the AL in that category. Andy Dirks will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Fouled straight back. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Too high, 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. So now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Zach Walters will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Hard hit down the line. And he'll take this to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, I think you got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And the lineup will turn over now for Michael Bourne. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And the pitch. Lunging at a changeup that time, and he pops it up near second. And Kinsler will settle under this one for out number 2.
Well, this is just kind of a little soft humpback liner, and these look like the easiest plays in the world, but Eric will tell you, sometimes a ball can knuckle on you a little bit. It didn't happen to him right there, and that's an easy play.
Jason Kipnis will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Up with it is Kinsler. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Ian Kinsler will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now a slider is swung on and grounded toward short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt, as you take a look there at what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Steve Lombardozzi will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Three and 0 now.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
Here he comes on 3-1. Now a bullet to first. Taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
And a lot of times, you might say, 4-run lead, we'll make that up. But I tell you, the way he's throwing the ball right now, they might be fortunate just to get 1 run off it.
Austin Jackson will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And a high strike there, 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're down 4-0. Eduardo Sanchez will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 73, Eduardo Sanchez.
Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. Swing and a liner. Whoa, but that's just self-defense as he spears it for the out.
Yeah, well, he tried to go down and get that one, but wound up not really making solid contact on it, and it winds up an easy little liner.
Brandon Moss will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. And this is going to be a foul ball. Fouled back. 1 out, nobody on. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Now here's a swing by Moss as he gets a hold of this one high and deep out to right field. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
And you know, these guys already have 2 home runs in the game, and they darn near just got their 3rd one here. But that ball just kind of ran out of steam just shy of the wall.
Nick Swisher will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a big swing here as he gives it a pretty good ride out to deep center field. And this one is a home run. So it's a solo home run by Nick Swisher, number 14 on the season, as the Indians have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
And wouldn't you know it, he goes right through the order. 3 and 4 guys go down to start the inning. But it's the number 5 guy in the lineup that was a different story. And he takes him over the wall for a long home run.
Brett Hayes will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far.
Brett Hayes.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, one pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
Lonnie Chisenhall will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second base, and 2 on with 2 out.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. He's got himself another multi-hit ball game.
Ryan Rayburn will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Swing and a miss on the slurve, strike 1. So the 3 straight hits have that man right there perhaps assessing his options.
3 straight 2-out hits, too. That makes any move a little more complicated.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And the route is on now. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Zach Walters will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. And this is fouled back and out of play. 4 runs here in this half inning. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
2-strike delivery is a bouncing ball back up the middle, and it's going to get into center field. It's a base hit.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
Michael Bourne will try it again. He homered back in the 1st inning of this one. First pitch coming. Now he spins on a fastball here and drives one to deep right field. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game as the blowout continues.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this one inning.
Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Boy, this is very close to being a foul ball, but a nice job by the first base umpire getting down there and getting the call right. This is going to get down toward the corner and wind up a hard-hit double.
Carlos Santana will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Avila is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. We're back to Progressive Field after this. Back here in Cleveland, this one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Jose Iglesias will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. Two and one. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Swing and a miss, and the count goes full, 3-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First pitch coming. And that misses for ball one.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now a good changeup there as this is lifted into the air out towards center field. Bourne is there, 2 gone.
And we'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to an even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Victor Martinez will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Fouled back. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. In there, a base hit.
Now batting.
Yeah, and it's been a long time since they've even had a base runner out there. You have to go all the way back to the 3rd inning to find the last one, and they've been stopped dead in their tracks ever since.
Torrey Hunter will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going.
Let's go!
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And that's cut on and missed by Hunter as he falls behind 0-2 now.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Tigers leave 1. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Jabba Chamberlain will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Chamberlain.
Brandon Moss will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
Swing, and he pops him up. Behind the bag at second. There to take it is the sure-handed Iglesias, one away.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. it's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start, so he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Nick Swisher will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And there's a good slider from Java. It's 0-1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
And a big rip by Swisher, but he comes up empty. It's 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And that is down, as that could be two bases. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Oh, darn near had his second home run of the ball game. You see, this thing bangs off the wall out there. He's into second with a double.
Brett Hayes to try and keep it going. 3 for 3 thus far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. For Swisher, he stands at second with his 13th double of the year. Out in front of this one as he pulls it foul down the third base line. Runner at second here with one man out. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Third double of the game for these guys as you see the comparison there. And this is on the ground for Kinsler at second. Oh, and it eats up Kinsler. And they wind up getting the out at first, although the other runner does move up 90 feet to third.
The key here is to never panic after you clank one. Go get it, pick it up, throw the guy out.
Lonnie Chisenhall will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. Jackson has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. One left for the Tribe, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. Alex Avila will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Andy Dirks will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And a good fastball here as he pops him up back behind second base. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning. Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home standing 9 have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. Ian Kinsler will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers, starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Al Albuquerque will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Ryan Rayburn will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Now a swing on the first pitch as he sends this one out to the second baseman Kinsler. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Up next for Cleveland, the shortstop, Zach Walters.
Zach Walters will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. Under it is Dirks, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Michael Bourne stand in with 2 home runs already under his belt in this one. Now the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you've got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Opposite field to left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe, but they're still in front 10-0. Steve Lombardozzi will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Now here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Sliced down the left side, but foul. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
And you know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Austin Jackson will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
He got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up, way up there on the infield. 2 down here in the 9th.
Can't ask for much more out of a starting pitcher. Working on a 2-hit shutout right now.
Jose Iglesias will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
And that's cut on and missed, so now the Tigers find themselves down to their last strike.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
Now a ground ball hit sharply back up the box, and it'll get into center field, a 2-out single.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the 3rd hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. First pitch on the way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. They just look lost up there.
And this will be fouled away. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Swing and a little tapper out in front of the mound. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 10-0. Good night from Cleveland.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians.